Yeah, hey, welcome back. Keep on talking a little bit about this song, Buffy Combs issue. Right now, I'm trying to, figure out if you was a guest member, how can they involve you in such activity where you may not be knowing. You just come because you got an invitation, but I mean, unless, it's crazy how they trying to point the finger at people for being associated for having a party, at a house. I'm like thinking about like how the 70s, 80s when the Hefner guy from the Playboy magazine thing had parties, and nobody never mentioned about the sexuality that went down in their parties. It made it look criminal activity. And if you want to talk about sex trafficking, I mean, like a Playboy man, he's sex trafficking too, but he's doing it, legitly, with consent, with paperwork. But I mean, he's trying to find something young to pimp to in a magazine. All these throwback hustling magazines. This where all this pimpology, you know, all mashed together somehow and come out. But when you find yourself being a pimp, they making you the crook. You know what I'm saying? You trafficking. I'm like, how can you traffic sex, man? They not driving nowhere. I, I don't get the trafficking part about the sex, man, because it's people that have, I say, secretive, sex offers, through ads here and there, 1-800 number, 188 numbers, call for this, blah blah blah. They got um, brothels and things like that. I mean, for them to sit right there and say that, you was a guest, you came to a party and everybody was butt naked, acting wild. Maybe you even been a part of it, but I mean, you don't know the age of the people there. If it was, some young ladies there, I mean, you can get yourself caught up in stuff like that. But I think that should have been just some private party, and it should have been kept private. It shouldn't exploit like that. The way they build homes these days, it's like it's not the same home like it used to be. Ain't nothing private about it no more. I swear for God. It's like some of these homes come in with in-house built wall cameras. These people got scientific, lines somewhere going, director feeding them about information from your house with a visual hidden cam somewhere in the wall. And it's crazy. You go to hotels about the same thing. Got bugs everywhere. It might be a bug in my room right now because, back in the day, I tried to hustle about 90 days and got terminated. That's I knew it wasn't going to last forever, but it's just like that. It's just like people that hate you, gonna confine you, try to give you time. I mean, no matter what, they'll throw a girl at you. They'll pimp a bitch on you. Next thing you know, damn, she fucking me good. Who this is? You might like, got your head all strung out a little bit, and next thing you know, you like got no money down around the broke. Say, man, look, and give me an opportunity to do some things. And you got there trying to hustle, and next thing you know, you caught up because you tried, find an opportunity and keep yourself sexually satisfied. But okay, but I'm trying to figure out, how do they come up with all this information and make one man? I'm like, it's a million people out there, but they go to, pinpoint one man because of his foundation, his business, and things like that, and just make him look bad. Um, I don't know how to guess this on this list, man. It's like somebody just trying to terminate the entertainment world, and on the black industry side right now, it's like something stirring. Somebody putting a stir in the cup and trying to fuck all the niggas up. That's all I'm saying. I don't mean to say the N word, but that's what it appears to be. It's like I'm like, who is this guy that I say he had gotten fired because his show then his show got canceled and may have been trying to work some things out and finding people to work for him on the side investigation, and and they trying to tab you. They trying to find any dirt they can. I mean, like, I say the TV industry have been showing gay gayness since it started. I think, in order for you to get a role in some of the entertainment fields, you had to come out looking dragging like a bitch. Some of them, back in the day, that's, white guy characters had to, the gangsters had to distract, they were showing us how they distract people dressing like women. This is how TV is. When Flip Wilson was doing his flip, dressing like a chick and talking shit, and you seen people do things dressing like a girl for a second. But now they got it so that these people want to cut their organs off and whatever, their genitals and all this, and actually, implant breasts on a male and make it look like a chick. See, I don't, it's just something that I don't want to be changing myself to look like nothing. I want to be me. And people trying to feed you these pills and things like that and trying to mess with your what God has given you, and it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? The way, and they still ain't paid you enough money for the act that they have on you. You know what I'm saying? This Risperdal stuff, and I believe it's in people from Florida that may have been doing that, trying to find these pills and things like that. They fuck with a nigga that they hate and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna say they did it, but it's some crazy stuff that people find out before you do about what's going on. But that's dealing with that psychology BS that you don't want to be in. And you can get on this, on this camera right here and tell people what's on your mind, not be, too distracted, I would say. But what's going on with the act that they have on Sean Combs is it's all about business. People saying I didn't get enough. That's one thing I think. They saying he ain't paying nobody shit. Something like that. It could be that. Or somebody like, the chick got an ass whoop and just say, I can't stand his ass. It's people like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know, what makes a man, overreact like that, but it's some things that make men trigger, just like you just get, but you don't understand why you trigger. So it's something going on in the atmosphere that's, might not be controlling you, but they trying to control you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell I'm doing? I don't need to be doing in that type of act. And you try to, make up and apologize and all that. But it's something that they do, man. It's something that ain't right. That you seeing other people, trying to play the pimp, just knock the woman the hell out and say, give me my money. I ain't like that, but it's things that go on, man. Like if you was a guest at these parties and you don't want to talk about it, and you like to, fill out the paperwork, say, man, I don't have anything to say, but then they'll say, you have to, testify. You got a subpoena. And that's fucked up when you get a subpoena, man, go in there and, tell them what. You can just tell them what you can and tell them I don't know anything past the party. That's all I know. The party was a private party. But the visuals has exploited the party. So, somebody has trying to find dirt to make money and stay on top of the game. So I'm listening to all the things on YouTube of how all these top rappers, artists, whatever the hell, that you gotta see them just to break into the business anyway. That's how it is. It's this game, playing. They gotta initiate your ass to get into this game. That's something, it's on you to, to go for it. You think that's gonna make you rich? You go do it. I ain't, but back in the 90s, they was talking about the AIDS, and and trying to be gay, and they talking about AIDS. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got into a room situation where you in a room, the guy that you didn't know that fucking gay, and you got it like, man, I don't want to see. I'm gone. That's all. I'm gone, man. That's it. I ain't want to come back to that situation. Oh man, it's like life and death. You know what I'm saying? If I overreact, try to save my ass, I might end up doing a lifetime like that. See what I'm saying? But that's something, that I'm trying to figure out is how many people is on that list that they trying to get ready to subpoena for the Sean Combs trial. I mean, he's been a monk. We started in the '90s. Well, how do we know how he got started? How do you think he got started? He found tracks. People, from the country, goddamn rip a nigga stick shit off, man, off the turntable, off the motherfucker synthesizer control, feed that thing through. Find his little mixtape where he don't create synthesizers, beats and shit like that. And then send them things forward cause they know how to sample that shit. They got the program, know how to sample that shit. But you just started playing around, see how your rhythm is on a synthesizers, things like that. And like they throw your shit done got exported, but you ain't get a goddamn thing either. But then they try to bring in that shit from Brooklyn, that Crooklyn shit, where you gotta get this, that, and the other. But that shit hard to handle too. Cause you can't. It's just difficult, man. You know how the business is, man. They not gonna give you money. I was told you got to go to work. You gotta find a 9 to 5. It ain't gonna come like that. You gotta work for that shit. You gotta go in there, be a midnight hour guy. You know what I'm saying? Just to get in the feel what's going on toward the music that you might trying to generate. I mean, okay, if you're on the Christian side, you're in a different world. You do everything in the daytime. You're not a night owl. You get up, you go do what you do. And, by 7, 8, you at home. See, but in the music, in the dark hours, that's when this stuff starts jumping. See what I'm saying? You can't sit in the daytime and like think, it's going to happen that early. But, what I'm saying, let you get up in that, let you did that all-nighter. Like 6 a.m., you like, damn, I'm up in the studio jamming again, cause it feel good. But that's how music is. You don't know what's gonna happen. You just people trying to create a little sound just to make it flow through. Sound good. And how they got started, man. They had to do a whole lot. They all had to look at the older people, the OGs, what do you call OGs, learn things they do, things like that. And they had to accept that or you don't. You accept or you don't. And what he learned, he was trying to tell them this is shit I had to do too. And so, it ain't that he's like losing his mind. It's just that the way that they treat you though. As you get old, man, it ain't the same. Trying to do that grind sometimes ain't the same, you know what I'm saying? People like, man, they just ain't happening. And they try to write you up about stuff, man. Try to find excuses after excuses. So what I think is gonna happen is they gonna do them just like they did R. Kelly probably. Give them all that time. And man, because you had to you acted and got caught up in the act with visuals and got subpoenaed for charges and things like that the woman said that you violate and things like that. But sometimes the women do violate, but they probably had guys do it worse than what somebody else had done. What you had done. I mean, somebody probably not that worse than that. Girl probably done beat her ass worse than that. You know what I'm saying? And they just, it's all because you got money. They put you on that throne, man, again, up there on the top. Like, that's the guy with the money. Let's go see him. That's all they looking for is money, money, money. Everywhere you go, they're looking for some change somewhere. Right now, they're looking for some change. If a number fall out, they're looking for some change. Think that you got the hit and stuff like that, money, so they can go and do that thing, whatever they're going to do. And you leave your responsibility behind. But, you just can't handle all this stuff that they throw at you. But I just can't figure out how one man can sit right there and do one, say that he's involved in everything that they saying they got in that paperwork. I don't get that, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the crimes that they got, man. Because it's something just ain't right, man. Plus, living in Florida, man, I know it's dangerous. One thing I learned when I stayed in Florida, it's very dangerous. It could be dangerous as hell. It could be a good time, nice time, a sexy time. But sometimes it get like, self in position that you don't want to be in. Guys just come over and ready to shoot you like that, just in a flash. And you don't know, you just was joking about something, and everything, the motherfucker got a 4 pointing at you. You're like, man, I just come here to check my mailbox, just moving this motherfucker, man. What in the hell you want me to do? And then I like looked away for a second because I thought somebody was looking at me. And he just, if I hadn't done that, man, I probably died or something. I don't know what the heck was going on. But that's how it is, man. It's get, technical. You're trying to make money, man, and things like that. But I look at Luke Skywalker and things like that. But he said he went to a couple parties. He left early. I don't blame him, man. He just messed up. How things is, man. Of course, that 3 a.m. hour, man. It's just like help them draws you to fall down. That 3 a.m. hour, that when them draws you to fall down. So I'm just trying to figure out, man, how they gonna do that, man. How they just say one man did all that stuff they got in the paperwork, man. I guess it's something that is a bully. It's a bully act, going on. You trying to say you prostituting women. They say you prostituting women, but she can leave anytime she want to. She ain't gotta come back. But most time they come back. Most of the time they come back, you got money. Most of the time they got the hand out and they got the ass out. Especially like even you work a 9 to 5. When they find out when your payday is, they come up to you, got the hand out and got their ass out. And you meet the quote that they talking about, their ass is yours. But you sit right there and you do the thing, and then they talking about that ain't nothing, they ain't getting enough money. Then we got a problem. See what I'm saying? They say they ain't got enough money. That's you cheat, talk shit about you. That's all I've heard through people just they talk shit about you. You witness how she talks shit about you cause you didn't have what she wanted. I'm like can't afford what you want. That's one thing. I'm glad they ain't got all that money right. Cause if you don't wipe the account out, knock my ass out, go okay, put my ass in the ground or something. So it's crazy, man. But it's people how you manage your money, how you manage your business. It's hard, man. So many ways to invest in. You can go crypto investment, throw all your money on the crypto table, and try to get somebody your information before you die. Something like that, and keep that money going. Hope it generates, don't fall out. Then if you lose that code, that address and stuff like that, you ain't got them 12 words, man, that keep them get in there. Boy, it's hard to get that money back, man. That's some hard shit. Believe me, boy, crypto ain't no joke. But what I'm saying is, I think that Sean Combs might could get acquitted, but it's a thin line between love and hate. You know what I'm saying? Like how we go back and see what R. Kelly was doing. Damn, like about 12 years after all this time, he might be acquitted it, man. You never know. Cause he done served the time. He done gave them people plenty of money. But they want all this money. But this about what I'm gonna have to do right now, man. I'm gonna have to chill out, get the hell out of this situation right here. But I'm just giving you a piece of my mind. I'm Jerome and C, trying to get a little bit of, what's on my side of town on. I'll talk to you later.